Everyone, including me, has friends. I do, in fact, have a vast circle of friends. But you can bet on one thing. Not everybody is the same. In our lives, we always have one unique buddy. As his closest buddy, we address him as such. So every one of us has at least one or two best buddies. Today, I'm going to teach you all you need to know about my closest buddy, as well as how to recognize a good friend. I believe that one of the key reasons I developed such a strong friendship with my closest friend is due to her attributes. Her bravery in confronting her tormentors motivated me to speak out against injustice. She is also one of the class's smartest students, excelling in both academics and life. I've never seen a dancer as talented as my closest friend, and the awards she's received attest to that. Above all, I believe her compassion is the attribute that I am most drawn to. She takes the same technique whether she's dealing with people or animals. For example, when my closest friend saw an injured stray dog screaming in anguish, she not only healed him but also adopted him. Similarly, she came across a destitute elderly lady on the street who just had enough money to buy her lunch. My closest buddy wasted no time in handing over the whole sum to the miserable woman. That encounter increased my admiration for her and motivated me to volunteer more often to aid the less fortunate. In summary, one of my most valued things is the friendship I have with my closest buddy. We both strive to be better people. We motivate one another to be our best selves, and we are always there for one another when we need one another. A best friend is a priceless jewel, and I consider myself lucky to have discovered mine. There are a lot of friends, but not all of them are helpful. We must follow a few guidelines in order to comprehend a buddy, whether good or negative. I'll provide them to you today. A good buddy would never lead you to do anything that is not in your best interests. He'll constantly tell you that you can't perform any bad job. He will leave you if he is unable to manage you, but he will never condone your negative behavior. A bad buddy, on the other hand, will aid you in your evil deeds. If one of your pals smokes and asks you to do the same, he is not a good buddy. A good companion may save you from falling into harmful habits. There are a plethora of approaches to comprehending a person's friendship. As a result, we must all seek out and spend time with excellent friends. This will protect us from encountering issues and impediments. Before you consider someone to be your best friend, you must first comprehend what qualifies someone to be your best friend. A trustworthy buddy with whom you can simply place your confidence. With their actions, they'll gain your trust. So, before you choose the best buddy, think about whether or not he can be trusted. A person who lies often will not be accepted as a friend. It's also crucial to do well in school. If your companion is an excellent student, you will have the opportunity to improve your studies and innovate. Friendships are stronger when pupils are good. Is my closest buddy. In Class 3, we're studying together. She's a stunning young woman. Her dance ability has made her quite popular at school. She is an amazing dancer who last year won the district championship. She is adored and revered by everyone at school. Her accomplishments make me very proud. She also does well in school. She never skips class and always goes above and above in assisting me with my assignments. She is a resident in my area. Her family is a longtime acquaintance of ours. They pay us visits on a regular basis, and we reciprocate. We have a lot of fun together, and she's a great comedian. Her sense of humor is excellent. She tells me many fascinating tales. I want to maintain our relationship for the rest of my days. Rahul is the only one who really understands me and regards me as his closest friend. We're overjoyed to have each other as friends. Water is one of the most abundant substances on Earth, and yet it takes a lot of work to obtain, purify, and distribute. Clean drinking water is essential for life, but many people don't have access to clean water. Water is a necessary resource for all living organisms. It is the most abundant molecule on Earth and forms about 60% of the human body, but many people do not realize how important it really is. The human body cannot function without water because it regulates core temperature, transports nutrients to cells, and excretes waste. There are also several other benefits to drinking plenty of water: improved skin tone, weight loss support, increased metabolism rate, better elimination process in the colon or kidneys, among others. Water should be drunk at least 8 8-ounce glasses per day, or 64 ounces. If you find yourself feeling hungry after only drinking that much water in a day, then you might need more salt in your diet. Water is the most important substance on Earth. It covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface and enables life to exist as we know it. Water is also a vital resource for sustaining our planet. We cannot survive without water. The world's population has never been so dependent on water as it is today. Water is the most vital resource that sustains all living beings, and its importance cannot be overstated. Without water, life simply couldn't exist on Earth. But due to pollution as well as climate change issues such as droughts and floods, we are now experiencing critical shortages of this natural resource that humans need for survival. It is time for us to start conserving more with regards to water usage in order to ensure that future generations will have enough clean fresh water available for their needs. Water is one of the most important resources on Earth. Water is used in many ways. It can be utilized for drinking, bathing, cooking, and cleaning. In addition to these uses of water, it is also one of the most important sources of energy in the world. Water is probably the most useful substance known to man. It's a solvent, a lubricant, an aid to digestion, a purifier, and a transportation medium, which means it's not only an ingredient in the things you put on your skin, but it's also something you're putting on your skin. Globally, 1.2 billion people live without clean or safe water. The health of populations and economies are inextricably linked to the provision of adequate water supply. Water is a public health issue as it relates to human well-being, the economy, and the environment. Water quality is also affected by the complex interactions of climate change, pollution, and land use change. It has been estimated that 3 out of 5 people on Earth lives without access to clean drinking water or adequate sanitation facilities, which causes disease and death every day. World Health Organization. The lack of clean drinking water leads to illnesses such as diarrhea, malaria, and typhoid fever, WHO. The World Bank estimates that poor hygiene practices lead to 2 million deaths per year due to diarrheal diseases. There are many ways you can conserve water in your home, such as installing a low-flow showerhead, taking shorter showers, or recycling greywater. The first step is knowing how much you use on a day-to-day basis so that you know where you can start conserving the most. Once this has been done, it is easier for us to make changes and save more. You could try asking yourself these questions. Do I have leaky faucets? Do I regularly leave my taps running while washing dishes? Considering how much we use it in our day-to-day lives, wasting water can be incredibly costly, not just in monetary terms but also with regard to the environment. There's one simple thing you can do right now to help conserve this precious resource. Turn off your taps when you brush your teeth. Every time you leave them running while brushing your teeth, which happens every morning, it wastes around 2 liters. Thanks you for watching.